but I'm very excited to be here. I've been in this meeting for like 4 sessions out of 6, and I've been greatly blessed. And I also still have expectations for today because I have a lot to learn about networking and maximizing relationships. So, but I would just like to give you a rundown of things I've done. Okay, welcome, Aduro Jaluasho. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce it so well. I'm so glad to have you here. We are so glad to also have you here. Okay, so I would just like to give few rundowns of things I've learned, and I also like you to please share things. Okay, Mrs. Dale is raising her hand. Please, you can unmute and speak to us. Are you here, ma?
She's still on mute. Sheung, how are you?
Okay, ma'am. So, Sheung, can you put on your video? Let's see your beautiful face. We'll be glad to have you see your face and introduce yourself to us. Okay, so as I was saying, I've attended 4 of the sessions, and I was sad to miss the first session because when they did an intro, I missed, and I could feel the fire of the confessions and the lessons they were sharing. But the second class, I was so glad I didn't miss it, and it was a beautiful time. Okay, it was welcome, Ngozi.
My name is Dale Oladele. I'm glad.
Oh.
Thank you, Mrs. Dale Oladele. Sheung, my baby, you're welcome.
Okay, I can see you. Thank you so much for putting on your camera. Please say something to us.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Madam Olubusola.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so what's your expectation, Ma? Or have you been in the meeting before?
No, this is my first time.
Whoa, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. So
We're excited to have you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My name is Aduro Jaluasho. Yeah, I work with Teaching Service Commission in Lagos State.
Okay.
I was invited by.
So what is your expectation?
My expectations are high. According to the flyer, I saw. I'm actually waiting to gain and learn a lot from the webinar.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Samuel Bolarinde, you're also welcome. I'm glad to have you here. So I was continuing to explain what I learned during the classes. So the first time I learned was about starting your business, and she tagged it Quantum Leap to Starting Your Business. And so we did a lot of things because there she spoke to us about having several streams of income. But one thing that really struck me from the lesson was having a mind makeover. And many of us, we think we know about money. Seriously, this place humbled me, and I had to correct some things. Sometimes we have free seminars and we just feel like, okay, I know what they are saying. I think that's how I first felt at the beginning, but I actually picked something. And so one of the things that I learned was, oh, welcome, Vivian Okorori. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it so well. Welcome, Omolara Tijani. I'm so glad to have you here. And please put on your videos. Let's see your beautiful face or handsome face, and let me know if you're just joining us for the first time. Hi, me. Omolara, can you hear me? Vivian, Samuel, you're all welcome. Nobody's saying anything.
Thank you. Thank you,
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay, welcome. Now you're making my heart settle in. Okay, so I put in questions in the chat room, and I would like to know your expectation for today's meeting. Are you coming here for the first time? Would like to also know and give you a proper welcome. Okay, so as I was saying, I had a major mind shift, and one that I really had to settle in was borrowing money. I don't borrow money, and I was proud that okay, I don't borrow money and all of that. But I really learned that you could borrow money to do something major as far as it brings in income. And for me, that really moved me to a different level. Although I've not borrowed yet, but when I find something worthy to borrow on, I would, because I'm going to start my business soon. So the second class I really attended was also about the class on selling. And it was when the class is just short but powerful. That was how it was for me. Yes, we hear about selling, everybody is selling. So even me, I'm selling myself right now. See, I'm glad for that opportunity, and thank you, greatness. So, but a beautiful thing that I picked. Welcome, Alex. AEB Remole. I'm
No,
sorry, I
don't
really murdered
bother.
that.
Don't bother.
But
Just call
welcome.
him Alex Great. Don't worry. Don't bother. Don't murder my daddy's name.
Alex, great. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
He's
sorry.
going to introduce himself
Welcome,
shortly.
Mazidat. Okay, please introduce yourself. We'd like you to turn on your cameras. Want to see your faces. And if you're a newcomer or you're just joining in for the first time, please let us know. Welcome, Marianne. Oye, BC, welcome. We're so glad to have you here. And our guest speaker has a lot for us, so I'm glad to have us here. Okay? Anybody ready to speak, to introduce themselves? Okay. Let me go on then. Okay, so I was talking about selling, and the best part of my class for selling was when she told us that you have to be confident about what you're selling, and you have to like put in the right energy. Okay, so some of us I've had a selling job before, and after that class, I realized I was a terrible salesperson. I was timid, scared. I wasn't even sure about what I was selling. But that class took my mind to a different level. And I just realized even some people are selling the wrong things, but they have the right confidence to push it. And so for me, that class was awesome. Then the next class I really enjoyed so much was the class by Money Stewards. So that was class taken by Mrs. Mo, and she basically gave us foundational financial class, like a financial literacy class. Welcome, Oye BC. Welcome, Akiodu Fuye. Welcome, Iboro Akim. Please, if you were in the previous classes, I would like you to speak up, share your previous lessons. I don't want to be the only one speaking. I want to also learn from what you've picked. Please, come on, speak up, please.
Okay.
It's nice to be here.
Thank you so much.
Well done, Toasty. Okay, someone is about to speak. Iboro Hakam is speaking. Go ahead, please. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, she's speaking.
Yeah, it's my first time here, so.
Oh, welcome! I'm super excited to have you.
Greatness, welcome. It's our first time.
Wow.
Okay.
Welcome. We're glad to have you.
Thank you.
So tell us, what do you do and what's your expectation for today's meeting?
I'm a lawyer. I'm a legal practitioner. I practice law in Uyo, 5 rooms.
Yeah. So what's your expectation for the meeting? Okay, she's on mute. Okay. So welcome, Egbaosa Obaseki. Welcome, Akin Odufuye. So we'll be going shortly to the next session. But before we quickly go to the next session, I would just like to share my last lesson from the money stewards session I had, and it was tagged shame money. I don't know if you've ever heard of that idea, shame money. So the idea was basically about you doing something that you are not like you're not proud of, but something you don't really do. You don't really do, and you could make money from it. So I remember last session, Greatness was saying she types, and I didn't think it was a business somebody could do or something you could actually get money from, you know. But that just blew my mind. Like, okay, at least you could. And then she was saying she got like 2,005, maybe 3,005. So I thought of things I too could do and I could get money from. So I thought of how to help people, you know, in their houses. Maybe when I'm free on my weekends, just go clean for you if you are too stressed. And surely I'm going to get money, but I know it's just gradual. I have to start gradual. So basically something that you can do, because if you don't have a big business idea, something that you know you're for and all of that, then you can always start there as a business. And sometimes it's not like to be the main business, to just be what you do to get the money you need to start that main business on your mind, especially if maybe your 9 to 5 is not as much as you want. Okay, so very soon we'll be going to our next session. Greatness, hope you are ready for us.
Yes, I am.
Okay, welcome Mr. Adewale, welcome Demaka. Please, I would like to have your feedback. Am I terribly? Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's welcoming, saying hi. Hello, everybody.
I can hear you, Tosi.
Okay. Thank you, Greatness, for that.
I can hear you. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, man.
So, Pastor Alex, why didn't you introduce yourself?
So nobody wants to share something they learned?
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Alex Egberemolen is my name.
Turn on your video, please, if you don't mind. If you are in a place, you can. If not, you can go ahead.
Okay. Can you see me?
Yes, but you're backing the ray of light.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to face the ray of light.
Yeah. Okay. This is the best position I can take for where I am now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. Alex is my name, Alex Egberemolen. Regional Sales Manager for West and Central Africa. I am a critical engineer and CEO of Energy Operations Limited, Africa. Yeah. Glad to be here. A few from the previous sessions, and I hope to get something fantastic on this because I'm really particular about networking and relationships. The key to selling in this region of Africa is not the product knowledge, it's not the skills you learn from the book, it's relationship and networking. And that's why I think this session will be key and fantastic for everyone. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you so much. You've already even taught us without it, so that was why I wanted everyone to be talking. You know, I didn't want to just be the one saying something. So welcome, Greatness, to give us a rundown of Greatness Unleashed by Foundation. Welcome, Greatness. Please unmute your mics and help me welcome Greatness.
Thank you, Tosi.
Greatness,
thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Yes,
Greatness.
I'm
welcome,
so grateful. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you. I hope everyone can hear me clearly.
Greatness, turn on your. Yeah, now we can
hear.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, once again, I want to say thank you, everyone, for joining, and I want to say thank you, Tosi, for moderating. I hope I'm clear.
Thank you for the opportunity. Great.
It's always a privilege to serve for me as well. And I know that service is the pathway to greatness. And any opportunity I can give for people to serve, it's always a pleasure and delight as well.
Right.
Yeah, so Greatness Unleashed by Love Foundation's vision is to raise men and ladies of global and eternal influence. And we do this, apologies, I'm trying, okay. Yeah, so we do this by reaching out and meeting needs, teaching, and nurturing majorly ladies in order to achieve gender balance, the abused, orphans, sex workers, prisoners, other underprivileged ones to believe, one, that they are unconditionally loved, two, for them to believe that there is greatness in them and help them, unleash their greatness irrespective of their past and present. And we do this by doing outreaches to orphanages, prisons, hospitals. We go to tertiary institutions and secondary schools. We are registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission as Greatness Unleashed by Love Foundation. We do not have a website yet, and we need partners, right? So if you are led to partner with us and to take up that project, to so be a huge, great support for us, I'll be very grateful. So we have held life transforming meetings in 10 tertiary institutions in the southern, western, and eastern part of Nigeria. We've also done projects for schools for those with special disabilities and brotels as well. We'll show you some pictures briefly. We've done skill acquisition programs as well, because we don't just believe in talking, we believe in showing people and helping them experience what we want them to do. So we've done makeup training, we've done Ankara accessory training, books, jewelry, liquid soap, perfume production, lemonade juice, amongst others. So there's a project we did that we called it Feed 50 Project. So usually all our outreaches are called Love Outreach. And this one was focused on the first Abraham Maslow, in the Abraham Maslow hierarchy of need, right? Feeding is the first of it all. And so we decided that we're going to feed a minimum of 50 people every month for 12 months, right? But we're able to do more than that. We're able to do about 2,000 in 6 months to roadside sellers, street hawkers, truck pushers, wheelbarrow pushers, sex workers, inmates, and also in addition to the food, we gave them, groceries and the things that they need. So we believe that the government cannot achieve it alone. We believe that even the non-governmental organizations cannot achieve it alone, and we just partner with them to achieve their vision. We hold virtual meetings right now, and this is one of it. We have a sister platform called Shushan the Palace, where we train and equip brides waiting for their king, and we prepare them for their king and the God kind of marriage. We believe that marriage is supposed to make people better and not bitter. We believe that in doing this, we are reducing the rate of divorce and dysfunctional homes and individuals. So here are some of our volunteers. The one on my extreme right is at the Lagos State University in Iyanoba, while the other two are those in Ife. These are some of the projects we have done. I've mentioned a bit of them. These are other projects we have done in some tertiary institutions. You can see Cross River State University of Technology in Calabar. You can see OAU. This is Shushan the Palace meeting. This is our outreach program to the orphanage. This is also Shushan the Palace meeting, where we bring married mentors to come and speak to us, right, on the reality of marriage versus our expectation. And we ask them as well, what were your own expectations versus the reality? So we also did a project for orphanage, where we did a free textbook project, a brand new textbook project for every child there. And here are also some of the outreaches we've done, and with our volunteers as well. And we need more volunteers. So this is the Bostal Institution in Belkuta. This prison is actually for young adults and teenagers. The one on my extreme left is for the outreach to the orphanage here in Lagos, Nigeria, while the one on my extreme right is an outreach to a strip club where we just went to share with them and listen to them in order to support them as well. So this is the Feed 50, some of the pictures from the Feed 50 project, where we reached out to roadside hawkers, street truck pushers with food, and also while we are giving them the food, we just encourage them and we speak some words to them, very brief and short. And just the one on my extreme left is a teenagers conference that we did. We believe in young adults. We believe that the youths are the mirror of the future and we have to invest into them. So the picture on my left is also to an orphanage outreach in Osun State. Here are some of the Shushanda Palace meetings that we've had with our mentors. Here are more Shushanda Palace meetings that we have done. These are some of the marriages. Now we have more. We need to update this and we will do that. So I like to share gift story amongst others. And Gift now has 2 children. That's the lady on my extreme left. Of course, we got her permission to share her testimonial here. I remember when I met Gift, she was sexually abused. She was gang raped. She got a child as a teenager. She lost the child. And she was just in that place where she said, I just want to get admission and see a man, any kind of man, right, to marry me. And I said, no, you're not going to get any kind of man. You're going to get a good man. And, the beautiful part is our husband has never judged her based on her past, because we used to say that we believe you can unleash your greatness irrespective of your past and present. So these are some of the skill acquisition programs we've done. These are more pictures. I would like to connect with you on social media. Please, these are handles and our email address as well. And we would also like to have your support. So if you'd like to support us financially, I'll post the link in the chat room shortly. Please support us. And if you want to support with your service, your skill, your experience, please, we are very open. At the end of today's session, we will also send you the feedback link. Feedback is very important to us. Feedback is important to our facilitators. And so we'd like to hear your feedback. Once again, thank you for joining. And I'll be reading the profile of our guest speaker for today. She's Mrs. Olubusola Abidakun. And here is her profile. It's very long, and I have 6 minutes to do this. So please, if I don't capture everything, just follow the slide as it is on the screen. Hold on a second. I need to do something. Okay, can we still hear me?
Yes, greatness. Please
Okay,
go.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. So you can see, in fact, when I saw our profile, I told her that I don't know how you have so much achievement like this, and yet you are still so humble. If you saw the video advert I did, mommy, please don't go and meet her for free editing work. Oh, hey, please don't go and meet her. She's my mommy, even though I know there are 27 and more of us. She edited my book out of our very busy schedule: MCIPM, FAHR, MNIM, MILR, HRPL, MCDI, SAGM, MBA, and this woman you are seeing, she still wants to have a PhD. She's a versatile HR professional whose experience cuts across advertising, manufacturing, banking, and public sector. Her experience spans the human resource management value chain and the public sector practice of bespoke human resource model of administration. She's a strategic advocate of growth mindset in Lagos State Service, highly proactive, a team player, coach, mentor, result-oriented, and a visionary leader. She is the Director of Administration and Human Resource and is currently the Director of the Ministry of Health in Lagos State, Nigeria. She has contributed immensely to the Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria in various capacities at the chapter, branch, and national levels, and you can see a brief of what she has done. She's also an assistant pastor and was the parish pastor of RCCG El Shaddai Parish, the LP 29. She's a zonal level marriage counselor, which was actually what made me to actually give her, you know, my manuscript to help me work on and give a review. So our review is the first on my book. If you have gotten my book, Why I Cancelled My Wedding, Rescued by Love. So she's very passionate about coaching and mentoring youth, which is why she's doing this graciously for us. If she's supposed to charge us, we can't even afford her right now, but she's doing this graciously for us. She loves the growing and developing people to have the can do and will do spirit. She's happily married to a friend for almost 3 decades and blessed with a wonderful family. She's also a grandmother. She didn't put that there, but I know. So with a huge round of applause, apologies, sorry. Please, can we all turn on our videos and please celebrate my mentor, my mother. I know there are plenty of us that she has adopted. Please turn on your video and please give her a round of applause and celebrate Madam Olubusola Abidakun as she takes us on networking and the work and maximizing relationships in wealth creation.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Mommy, over to you. So in 2 minutes.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. Mommy, you are still muted and your video is not on.
Welcome, ma.
You're welcome.
I'm trying to see a video. Mommy, are you there?
Mommy.
Okay, hold on a second.
Okay, I can see her here. Greatness.
Okay, I think she's having network glitches. I'm thinking she's having network glitches because she was on the call 30 minutes before the time. Okay, so let me just share a screen while she joins us. Of course, I cannot facilitate too. And I'll just share a bit of why I didn't choose the topic, and I'm not going to boast about choosing the topic. I was inspired, right? All these topics that you've been seeing in all the classes, I've been inspired by them. So is God at work in me, both to will and to do of his good pleasure. And please don't be offended if you don't believe in God. I just have to say the truth, right? And I shared that my first, in fact, all the jobs I've done in Lagos, there's only 3 anyway, but my first job in a multinational, I got it through networking. My current job, I got it through networking. And I know, before I started working in the multinational, I was earning 35,000. And imagine jumping from 35,000 to 97,000, right? It was through networking, which is why I consider this topic very, very important. Mommy, are you back? Hold on, let me call her, please. So we can share our expectations for today while I get her back on the call. Tosi, over to you.
Sorry, Greatness. Okay. We're still waiting on Mommy. While, okay, so please, I would like us to share before she comes on, or share experience from maybe working experience you had that's been an advantage to you. Anyone would like to speak? While we wait for Mommy, actually, Mrs. Olubusola. Anyone on the call that would like to speak up? Okay, so if you are not ready to speak up, which I know you have what you're expecting from, because I know she's loaded, I'd just like to share my experience, or no, I'd like to share my expectation. Although I also got my present job, will I say by networking, by relationship. I actually went for a bridal shower. I didn't have a job, and then the MD of my company was was hosting the wedding, the bridal shower in his house. So I just went there. I didn't even want to go. My sister actually told me to go. Then so she came to drag me from home. And then we went for the bridal shower. So he saw me and he was like, "So what are you doing now?" And I was like, I'm still trusting God. You know how we always do it? Yeah, really, I'm trusting God, because that's how I did it. So he just said, "Okay, let me see what I can do." It wasn't immediate, actually, that I got the job. For at least maybe like in 2 or 3 weeks. No, like 2 or 3 months later, he asked me that would I like to come back to Lagos, and then we fixed an interview date. Although it wasn't the one that interviewed me, but at least he gave me that first step to the door, and then I was interviewed by those who were supposed to do their job, and I got that opportunity. So I hope today we'll be learning a lot from Mrs. Olubusola on how to maximize relationships and network. I always hear that word, networking. I don't know if anybody would like to share an experience or say something or share their expectations on this topic. I want your feedbacks. I don't want to be the only one speaking in this room. Should I call names?
Please do.
Okay, welcome, Shay Peters. I just saw you. Welcome, Shay. It's nice having you here. Yetunde, welcome. I would like you to unmute and let us know if you are coming for the first time, so we could welcome you. Okay. Who else is here for the first time? Okay, so nobody wants to speak to me. Mutala Bangboshe, welcome. You're very welcome. So since nobody wants to speak to me, I'm glad that I have the power to choose right now. So Mobalaji Daba, please tell us about your expectation for today's meeting. I would like to hear your voice. We would like you to also honor us by turning on your camera. We're waiting on you, ma.
Go on.
Okay, so we said you should introduce yourself, tell us what you do, and then tell us your expectation for today's meeting. I'm sure, okay, this is not our first time of hearing the word networking, marketing, network, relationship, building the right relationship. So just
session talking about savings and the likes, because I also teach people, but I still learned from what we did last week. However, from the first session, I was impressed because I was able to get a light on the difference between coaching and mentoring, because like everybody just calls themselves so coach, so mentor, and be like, what exactly is a coach?
You're right.
So that made last week's session very cool for me. Then talking about networking, because I'm also an entrepreneur, I'm a marketer, so we are still learning, but at least I've been doing business for quite some time now.
Okay.
All of the things I have known, because to some extent, makes you a little bit popular, especially when you can just brand yourself in a certain way. So, but then I've discovered that, okay, I want to find, like, have a situation whereby people show you loyalty. And that's why I'm interested in today's session. Like, having not to always be the one pursuing people, or having not to always be the one saying, reaching out to people, like commanding people's loyalty, I can say some people may trust me, but having people to also want to hear from you, so that's one of the things I also wish I could learn. Then
Okay.
also how to maximize relationships,
Okay.
harness it and get
Okay.
very great opportunities from it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And then you reminded me of my lesson too from last week session. So I forgot to share what I learned from last week's session. Yeah, actually, I always hear, just like Demilade said, I always hear the word coach, mentor, and then I think I started researching and I was actually knowing what it was. But last class just made it clear. And then our coach that took the session was like, you have to decide which of that method would help you achieve your goal of financial independence. So if you are someone who just wants you to be told what to do, that's like a mentor. You want to go on a particular pattern that you see somebody else on, you can just go on to a mentor, somebody who is ahead in that way. Then a coach is someone who actually helps you harness your own strength, your own creativity, that helps you see yourself and actually get the solution, like from inside out, get the solution that is so custom made for you to get to your financial goal. So you can choose, and we can actually do both, depends on what your goal is. And then the other part that I learned from was investments. And basically I learned how to, will I say, okay, I learned how to partition, or no, that's the wrong word, to put in my savings into different
Can anyone hear
me out? But then I'm glad to be here. I know it's raining.
Thank God.
It's only in Nigeria that when it rains, the network is bad. So I'm really glad to be here to see with everybody. And I really want us to go out because I think I've lost about 14 minutes.
Yes.
I hope you can hear me.
Yes,
yes. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, can anyone hear me? No, this is. Can anyone hear me?
But I'd like to welcome. Yes, I'd like to welcome again. I see them here. Those that even trained me, I can see some.
I know what to do. Don't worry. Let me just call her. I'll call her not to use her video.
In those exponential development. Relationship, right from when you were growing and networking, while you started schooling, up to your places of work, are relationships you must hold firm. I don't joke with my relationships at all. You don't need to be gregarious or jumping everywhere to show that you are friendly. All you need to do is holding relationship firm. Hello?
Yeah, mommy, I can hear you.
Okay, very well. Okay,
Yes,
okay. I think the host has mute my video. Is that okay?
Yeah, mommy, I'm thinking that we should stick with only audio.
Because there are times really that when the video.
Yes.
Because at times the video too causes glitches.
Yes, exactly. That was why I tried to do that. Apologies.
Beautiful. So we can all, yes. No, that's very okay. So let's just all mute our video while we run through. So
Thank you.
the network will not come chasing us. Okay. So now, I said here, networking and relationships, that's the roadmap to wealth creation. The amount of relationships and the depth of your relationship will determine how well you make it in life. Let's go to the second. The objectives. Here, we said that at the end of the training, you will understand the following. What is networking? Why do we build relationships at all? Why are we not lone rangers? Why do we care about one another? Why don't you want to ensure that your family and your friends and everything you have, that you maintain them? Number two, importance for power relationships and business development. I love to call it power. It has taken me to relationship is superb. Is when you now want to dabble into business, you relate your first client. Networking tips to follow for building fruitful. That is networking. Every one of you were through. What is networking? That is, you can see from the meet entrepreneurs, professionals, and business people in order to form and maintain business relationships. It could even be career relationships. I have a very closely knitted career relationship, and even relationships from the home, from the church, certain things that have to do with networking. I want to go on Instagram, I want to go on Twitter, I want to meet anybody, all those people in the prisons. I know who to meet because I've already made relationships with them. There are some places I cannot get to without the network or relationships you are. Who can you advise me to go meet? Who can you recommend me to go meet? That is the power of networking that leads to tighter relationships. And networking is not just going for any of those tea parties, you shaking hands or exchange of complimentary cards. You know, it is done with a lot of caution and a lot of care. Can we all see my slides?
Yes,
Yes, we can now.
Thank you.
We
All
can.
right. Now, okay, thank you very much. Now, relationships. How important? What is its importance? Relationships are very important in life. Relationships are not only important in your personal life, but in your business and how to build professional relationships. As a salesman, imagine a salesman without. Hello?
I can hear
Someone
you.
talking?
Yes, no, I can hear you. We're all muted.
Someone saying something?
No.